Hey guys, how you doing? Steve Donahoe, DC Sales Marketing and Quora writer. I was just looking at an actual a response. It was actually a question that was asked about what was the absolute most disrespectful thing a customer ever said to you, and what did you do? It's been kind of sitting back in the archives there for a while. No one's really answered it, but someone actually did a comment on it. So I thought I would just kind of make it a little bit more personal and actually narrate the actual the answer to the question that was given on this actual Quora response. So, what was the absolute most respectful thing a customer ever said to you, and what did you do? Now, when I answered this, it's been back since July the 11th, 2020. And it just seemed to come up. The algorithms have popped it back up again. But I just thought I would like to share it, and I'll actually narrate it to actually what I actually gave a response to it. Now, in that period of time, it's almost had 38,000 views, and it had 357 upvotes. Now, it's just something that I guess was a little bit more popular for people to have a look at, and I just want to share what I actually said. So, and give you some information what an actual VCR is. Okay? How's that sound? When I ran my video store many moons ago, I had a customer take about 4 new releases on a Saturday night. That's VCR tapes, okay? In the morning, the customer returned the videos damaged by creasing the tape, causing a line that ran through on top of each video. Now, this would cause a line that would go across while they're watching the actual movie. I did not know this, and it happened and put them back on the shelf. Another customer took 2 of those videos and came back a few hours later with his VCR, actual video cassette recorder machine, and he was yelling at me that I had broken his heads on the machine because of the tapes. He said he would never come here again in front of my customers in my store, and slammed his VCR on my desk and yelled at me to fix it, as it was my responsibility. But keeping calm, I apologized to the customer and said I would not have damaged the heads, but very likely they became dirty. I ran a cleaning head through the machine and then attached his VCR to my TV to check on the quality of play. It played fine, and I showed him the result after playing the video for him. I thought he would have calmed down, but his reaction was still the damage was done, and it was a temporary fix. I assured him if they were damaged, they would not pick up anything. I also did VCR repairs myself, so assured him if he left it with me for the day, I would have checked it out and given him a free VCR clean, and if I found any damage, I would pay for the cost itself. He eventually calmed down when I said the problem will be taken care of, and the next 2 videos he rents will be free of charge. So, yeah, he got angry. He got upset about the machine, because what actually happened was the machine causes, if you understand what a VCR machine looks like, it actually has like this head that runs around and spins around in a circle, and the tape runs across through pinch rollers and runs across the heads, which in turn gives the signal through the VCR, which actually starts showing the picture. But if there's a problem with the actual tape itself, like a creasing mark or something like that, you'll actually see the mark, excuse me, the mark itself will go across the actual video and will cause like a white line, which is very, very annoying. So I looked at that, and that's what happened. So unfortunately, what happened was that the previous customer that I had problems with, his pinch rollers on his machine cost me $400 damage to my video cassettes. So yeah, this was well before DVDs come out. So what I kind of, a little bit of trivia on the actual question as well. What is a VCR and what does it look like? So we're just going to go back and just show a little bit of time frame when we actually used VCRs, okay, and what they look like. So this is, I actually looked online and just saw one that was very, very similar to what we used to have. And this is what you call a 4-head hi-fi stereo rapid rewind system. Or it was remote control. I mean, it produced good pictures, but it was very delicate with the VCRs, okay, and that the actual tapes themselves. And if you had problems with the actual inside of it, and I'll try to show an inside of a VCR just to give you an idea too, in case you know nothing about them, all right? So this is just a little bit of trivia that I just thought I would share. So we're going to look at that. That's the actual machine, okay, that runs these, which are what you call a video cassette recording cassettes. And this is what they look like. They had 2 spindles, which actually connected inside the machine that had gears that in turn turned it when you hit play and produced the actual video on tape. Okay, so I don't really have, if I could look and continue to look for inside a VCR, we can kind of get an idea what they look like. And what they were, kind of like Super 8, you'll see that's just an actual adapter, but we'll get an image just to give you an idea of what they look like inside. So there you'll see there, that's what it looks like inside of a VHS tape. And the pinch rollers of the machine, which is here, is one of the machines, actual VHS machine of what they look like inside. Okay, you can't get a great deal of how the actual working is, but that's the guts of a machine. And you'll see if we can find that's a head right there. You'll see that. That's the actual head. All right. They were pretty complex mechanism, but what actually happened was you would put it into the actual playing mechanism, and the pinch rollers, which I'm trying to show, this is what would happen to tapes if they got caught in the pinch rollers. Very expensive proposition. So here are pinch rollers here. You'll see over here, and the tape ran around them through onto the head, which actually produced the actual signal for the actual VCR to work. So a little bit of trivia there of actually it, but that's actually what an actual head looks like. You'll see that right now. You can actually still buy them, believe it or not. So yeah, there's a head. Okay. What would have happened was that head itself would have got some dirt on it or something that caused a smudging, which actually stopped the actual producing of the signal of the picture. Okay, so I'm not going to go deep into what VCRs are and how they work. I mean, I'm sure I could do that. Just for a quick analysis. Recording heads are mounted on a rotating drum that is tilted in respect to the tape. When the VCR loads the tape, the 2 rollers pull the tape out of the cassette. The rollers help move the tracks around the drum. Then the pinch and inertia rollers engage and the tape is pressed onto the arrays and audio heads. And then you get your signal, and then you get your actual picture. Okay? So that's just that said. Just a little bit of trivia after the actual answer and the narration of what it was all about. Okay? I hope you enjoy. What I'm going to do is, with my Quora ride answers and questions, I am actually going to start narrating here on my channel as well. Maybe that will make it more personal instead of actually just reading them. All right? Thanks for your time.